Let me tell you guys something. The past couple of years, what I've learned is that patience is the key to having less anxiety, less depression, and less worrying about whether or not you're gonna make it in life.
This is Water Buffalo TM. Motherfucker!
Welcome back to another Motivation Monday, guys. This is Old School Matt here. I am in the Water Buffalo TM podcasting room, and this room didn't really look like this before. This room used to be a guest room for people with tons of trash, and a bunch of stuff in here was unused, and everything in here was really not meant for a podcasting type of studio. Now, a year later, we have a bunch of the stuff here. We got a bunch of artwork from our amazing people. We got books galore. I got signs. I got custom gloves made by one of my friends over there in New York. In life, things don't just happen because you want them to happen, right? Things happen because the older we get, the more skills we acquire. And just something like today that came up is grades, for example, or skills. I can tell you probably every single thing in my life that I've done, I have not been good at when I first started. When I first started lifting weights, my max bench press was 120 pounds, 110 pounds. Now benching 400 pounds, it didn't take 1 year to get here. It took over 10 years to get here. And I'm still not content where I'm at. Like I just said earlier too, having to do with school. I wasn't always the most gifted in the sense that I would be able to just get 100 on an exam. You guys don't know this, but I'm actually still in school. And I recently just got an A on one of my exams, and recently I've actually almost failed this class. So even before this exam that I did well on the brinks of failing. So what I want you guys to talk about, or what I want to talk to you guys about today, is how to be patient and how to utilize different aspects of your life to allow yourself to be patient and allow yourself to take away from the anxiety and the depression and the worrisome that comes from not being patient. And one of the main things that I've realized by being somebody who can do as much as I do and not feel so much anxiety, not feel so much depression of not where I want to be, is I acquired tasks and I acquired activities in my life that required you to not be somebody of haste, not to be somebody of being in a rush into getting things done fast, getting the instant gratification. I picked up things as a young boy, such as fishing. Recently, it's been hunting. And also, even more specific towards this, the gym. These are acts, these are things that take time, that not one day you go out there and not one day you're gonna have something incredible. And that's the thing, people that lack patience, the reason why they lack patience is that they don't really understand the process of being good at an individual task or being good at an individual skill. And the problem with that is when you don't take on activities such as the one I mentioned, and there's so many more out there, the arts, sciences, running, and anything that has to do with long-term goals, you kind of find it very difficult to stick out a task. Another thing that I'd like to talk to you guys about and how you guys can be able to be more patient is by allowing yourself to give yourself time to understand what the actual point of what you're doing is and allow yourself to develop skills, organization, and a schedule to make things happen. And what I mean by this is instead of setting a short-term goal, we set long-term goals, not because they're more realistic. Obviously, that's one of the main reasons. But we set long-term goals because when we don't do these things, we allow our minds to get into a short-term mindset. So regardless of whether you think you can accomplish the goal in 3 weeks, You got to set a long-term goal because it's going to keep you on the path to success. And by doing this, it's going to allow you to be more patient in the act of doing so. The last thing I want to discuss with you guys today on this Monday motivation video is that the more you do, the harder it's going to be patient in certain things. The more you put on your plate, it's going to be harder. And now this is a double-edged sword because I myself like to do so many different things. But the more you do, the longer things are going to play out. So if you want to do this, you want to do that, you want to travel here, you want to go there, you want to spend time with this person, you want to play this game, you want to have this, it's going to take away time from the end goal. The more focused you are on one individual task, the faster it will become. And now, like I said, this is a double-edged sword for a lot of us go-getters out there because what we fail to realize, and myself included, is that the more things you put on your plate, the harder it's going to be to accomplish the goals you want to accomplish, and the more patient you're going to have to be with yourself. So if you got the long-term play, the long-term mindset, it's okay. You can play it out. But if you don't have that mindset, I highly suggest that you try to focus on 1 to 2 things you want to get better at in the next 6 months, 8 months, a year, and you focus on those 2 things. I'm going to share with you guys my goals right now about what I'm working on for 2022 to tell you guys the long-term plays that I got going on. So the 3 things that I want to focus on in 2022 is my business being number 1. Number 2 is going to be my professional certifications. I want to get my CPA license. I want to be a certified public accountant, and it's going to take about a year to a year and a half to accomplish this goal. And number 3, I want to be able to express myself better and be able to be a better speaker amongst others. I want to be able to be motivating and also be able to capture people's attention. And by doing so, I want to get involved in speaking publicly. I want to get involved in talking to other people. I want to get involved in speaking amongst groups and talking and discussing ideas. Aside from the podcast, I want to perform better when I'm talking to you guys, when I'm talking on the channel, and when I'm talking to other people, motivating and helping them out. Okay guys, this has been another Motivational Monday video. Welcome back to Motivation Monday with Old School Matt. Another video in the books. I wanted to show you guys the office again because this is really what I'm proud of. As you guys can see, I got a bunch of merchandise here that we're about to put on sale for the winter time. And I just wanted to show you guys that this didn't look like this before. And it was patience. It took time. It honestly took 15 years. I've always wanted to turn this room into something special. And I never understood why. It was always an empty room. It was always something that we couldn't really do much with. And I'm finally happy enough to say that this is one of the most incredible projects that I've come across. By putting up all these different signs and getting everything together, the books, the player, all the above. And I just want to let you guys know that with patience comes great things. The more you rush things, the harder it's going to be to hit it on the dot. And I want to let you guys know that you guys got to be aggressively patient and continue on hitting all your goals throughout the week and continue on being the best person you can be. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to stay tuned for all the other videos we got coming up this week. Thank you guys. Throwing the video up this week on another Motivational Monday video. Peace. Hey guys, thank you guys for checking out this video. Make sure to go check out all of our other podcasts, Buffalo Barbecues, our Buffalo Workouts, and also a slew of other things, including challenges and whatnot. So make sure to check out all of these different things. Thank you guys for watching. I am Old School Matt here, and this is Water Buffalo TM. Peace.